When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers' offense will take the field first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game is they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere. Try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him be.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Johnson wants to throw it. He slings it deep to the left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Pitt pushing the pace.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up an incomplete pass.
Oh, out of space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at it, right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Reads it, fires complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Drives the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's caught. It's Brooks. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Hit right back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Hard running there. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning on the Jets. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Johnson looking to throw. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Touchdown time. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Hunt is on its way. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The sure hands. It's Hale. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Payne. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
The sure hands, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Hilton. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Good, pushing the base.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Firing to the right, complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw, it's Hilton. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Still looking on the move. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking for space, it's Young.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's going to fire deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it.
He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pitt. What a fine performance we've seen.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. First play for scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. Spin, still running. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Young. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running to the left. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Hilton. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Pitt will line up to punt it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch. It's a running room. There he goes. He's at the 20. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Pitt right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Rides the back and leaves it. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking left. Complete downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the run, it's Young. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
And he'll be brought down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Might be changing the route. Try to get it to the edge. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So we open the final period with a third down play. Johnson looking to throw. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Pocket breaking down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's loose. Touchdown, Bama! And the punishment has been extended. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Whew, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hilton. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment.
Going to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They'll go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent.